Yo, what is good, YouTube? It is Micio back with another video, and today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to set up realistic my career using some of my scenarios. This is something that's been requested a whole lot, so I just want to give y'all the feel. I know everybody want to be able to set up my career for free. You're tired of buying VC, you want to make the builds you want and have the animations you want. So I'm gonna walk through that here. So here's the first step that you want to do with setting up my career. So you're gonna go over here to features, create a player, NBA. So this is the player I'm gonna be using for this video. And when I like to set up my career, you don't want to make your player too OP because you'll get bored with it real quick. So doing it like this is gonna make it not as OP and actually reward you for progression because with 2K, you progress in my league by itself, you'll go for it. So like once you sim a season, your player is automatically going to upgrade. So what I do with my players is I either create a face, but this one is I just use the cyber face. But what I do is I'll just import the stats from a rookie player. So this is rookie Scotty Barnes. This is who I'm using in my league, my career, in my Discord. If you're not in that, join up. But as you see, you can go through, look at the stats. Nothing too OP, but just a fun overall player, right? Actually, I think this is rookie Grant Hill. But the fun part about my league is is a 6'8" player, right? If I wanted to change some things, like say I wanted Stephen Curry's hop jumper, I already have it on here, but you can make it a shorter height and get all of the guard hop jumpers or anything that you would want to add to this player, and then you can just make them back taller. So if I wanted to be 6'10" and have that, now I still have Keon Ellis hop jumper. So stuff like that makes this game fun because now you 6'10", you get D Rose dunks, you get Jason Richardson dunks, like you get Malik Monk, a lot of stuff that you just wouldn't get on a short guard, you can get on a taller build. Same goes with like dribble combos. As you see, I got Curry here or Mike Conley. Outside of that, like I said, you progress by itself, so you don't want to add too many badges or anything like that. But you can also do your tendencies. Tendencies matter a lot in this game because that's how you do certain things, especially with like dunks and stuff. And that's how you make sure when you sim, your player is still playing good, is still doing all the stuff, just in case you want to make like the All-Star game, any of that type of stuff. So there is that. The other really cool thing about this is I create a lot of shoes on this game that I can't make or I can't buy on 2K. But if I go down here to, let's just go to Kobe's. As you see, I got the X-Ray Kobe's made here that I can't buy on 2K. I can put that on these players in my league, my career. And you see, I got the armband with the little number on the side. You can just do a lot of really cool stuff that you're just not able to do in my career on here. Like I got the reverse Grinches made. You can add those shoes to this player. But enough of that. What you want to do here once your player is made is export the player DNA. So you'll come here and I would just say, I'm going to just say my career. So this is how you remember what this player is, and this is super important because you're going to need him throughout this whole process. So now that my player is created, what I'm going to do now is go to my NBA, and before you do a regular my NBA, you want to do this fun stuff that creates the backstory, and that starts with 2K share scenarios. So I click here on 2K share scenarios, and there are a couple people I like, but today specifically we're going to focus on this creator. I follow him on TikTok. He makes some really good content. So we're gonna go Blitz XB. And as you see, it's a couple scenarios here. But I'm gonna go right here to this college basketball 2K26 because now you want to start your player in college. This gives you that fun feel, something that my career doesn't add that you can get here just clicking a button and it's completely free. And as you see, you have access to any team here. And say I wanted to go team up with Darius A. Cup, right? What you want to do here is come here, or we'll go here. Edit player, import player DNA, and you're gonna go right here to my career, and now your player is fully added to this team. He has a couple different hairstyles, that's why you see that. But now that your player is on this team, you go here and you give your player minutes. So now, Smoke, if I want to give him more minutes, I can move him up here. I can take away minutes from other people. But now he's added to the team. And then now, this is how you make it like Mycareer. Is you go and you player lock. So you're going to go to position and you're going to find your player's name. And now, when you play a Mycareer game, you're going to be player locked on this player. So when I go here, it didn't do it right here, but essentially your players on the roster and now you have whole college courts and you didn't do any of this stuff. So you're just able to kind of just play around with everything, have fun, do what you want to do, and play in college. So that's the first step of it. Playing in college, high school, whatever your scenario is, that is how you enforce your player. And now let me show you the league portion because there's two ways that you can do this. So now you want to go to my NBA because I already did it, but we're going to go over here to new. Let's say you want to play in the modern era. You're going to go here. And the good thing about this is there's two ways you can do this. Now you have full access. You can trade, you can participate in FIBA, you can do anything you want. And as you see, there's an online option right here. And this is how you make this interactive and you can be an online Mycareer with other people. But what you will do here, you have all this stuff set up. You don't really have to click any of these things unless you want to. But right now, we're just going to do it like this. And say you wanted to go to the Hawks, right? We're going to click on the Hawks right here. So with the Hawks clicked on, this is a super important part because this is the way I recommend you do it, especially if you're playing college. You have like AJ DeBanson, Darius Acuff, Darren Peterson. You want to hit load draft class. You're going to go to user created draft class. And since this is the highest rated one, we're going to do this one because what this does is bring in all the rookies, Darren Peterson, Cameron Boozer, everybody that you just played in college is now here. And what you want to do, you want to filter this to the worst player because typically these are creative players. You're going to edit your prospect, import player DNA, and go to your files, and now you're able to add your player to the draft class. When you add your player to the draft class, now you're able to get drafted and not know where you get drafted. So now, instead of going in and be like, I'm going to just play for the Hawks, you can essentially sim this season. And once you get done simming this season, you'll be able to see where you get drafted. And that keeps that realistic feel. And that's a super fun way to do it. Like I said, you progress by yourself. So each time a season finishes, you will get better naturally. So you don't have to worry about that. But there are some stuff like Synergy 2K if you want to upgrade during the season that's a little bit more complex, but it's still really fun and really helpful for that. Now, a couple things that I want to talk about here when it comes to setting up your actual gameplay. You get to decide. I keep fatigue on. You can change your game speed if you want to, make it faster, make it slower. Your minutes if you want to go like 8 minutes. But the real sauce here is tuning sliders. CP3 user. This, yes, you can just play Hall of Fame, but if you hit triangle right here, you can completely set up. As you see, people have like pure realism, realistic sliders, Hoff, like beyond Hoff, NBA on ESPN. These sliders make things a lot more realistic. NBA on TNT, shady sliders, which is one I've tried before. But my favorite one is Gunther U. If you know who Gunther U is, he's someone on YouTube that does a lot of realistic content. And I click on this, and now you have custom made sliders for users and CPU, and the process is the same. If you weren't to add your player that way, you just go to the worst player on the roster here, import player DNA, go to Mycareer, and you just do it this way, and now your player is on the roster. I suggest starting out realistic. You know, I wouldn't put your player in the starting lineup because you want this to be fun. You want to progress. And as you're playing good through the season, your player will end up starting anyway. So if you do something like this, once again, you can always go in here and change your SIGs. So if I find my player right now, you can go in, you can change your jump shot, your free throw. If I didn't want Westbrook layup, like you see, it's on big man layups right now, but all I have to do is shorten my height. And one of the best layups in the game is Jordan Poole. So now, if I want Jordan Poole's layup, then I just go back here, make my player 6'10" again, and I have Jordan Poole's layup. So this is just super fun because there's so much customization you can do to these players. Like you can, it's just really like the best way to play. Like you go in here, you can change your name, your numbers, and all that type of stuff. And there's so much you can do. Once again, you can start in high school. You can do any of that stuff if you want to, but it's just fun to find an interactive way to play this game. I'll start a game just to show y'all kind of what I'm talking about here with the, say like positions. So I go over to smoke. Now, if I go and start this game, I may not be starting, but what will happen is,
and inside the locker room, everyone
skip all
welcome everyone. Here it is at long last. It's the start of the NBA regular season. I know everyone's just as excited as we are here on 2K Sports to get things underway. And these teams have been prepping for the season tip-off game for months.
Put your stats up here. And I'll even go into the depths of showing y'all camera angles I use. Like sometimes I use like broadcast where I can like bring it out here, or I'll use drive is another really good one I'll use, where I'm like,
and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, being all that hard work during the off season and preseason is finally over.
So stuff like this is just really fun to be able to sit here and like play around with realistic sliders. You can do any of this stuff, bro. And it's so fun because now you have a full-blown Mycareer, and you didn't have to do anything for it. So I can make this a series if y'all like content like this, but just let me know because I truly do think this is the most fun way to play the game. Once again, like I said, you can sub. If you come to coach sliders, you have auto minutes. You can make your auto timeouts. I love to turn on offensive play calling because that gives you like really good setups for like plays and you don't gotta just ISO every single possession. But yeah, man, like this is really all for the video. I just wanted to kind of get in here and like show y'all some of the things I do when I'm playing this game. Like I'll put this in reverse angle.
It's good.
Well, he's such a
there's so much you can do and you'll progress each and every season. So if you like content like this, follow for more.
There's a screen by Johnson.
But with all ado, that's all for me. So thank y'all for subbing up. Thank y'all for watching this video.
6 on the shot clock from deep three-point land.
So
Rebound Toronto.
And we out.